Hi, I'm Lauren English, licensed professional counselor and business development representative with Pinnacle Point Hospital, and I'm happy to talk to you today on Wellness Wednesday about a topic that's really important for parents and teens, and it's titled, Should I Post This? How to talk to your teens about posting online and also sending text messages. So right now, we all know that social media is a huge part of the world that we live in for young and old, but especially for teens. Social media is such a big part of their lives. A 2018 study reported of nearly 750 teens between the ages of 13 to 17 found that 45% are online almost constantly and 97% use a platform on social media. So whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all of those things are being used almost constantly in the lives of teens. So I think it's important that we talk about how do we decide what's appropriate to post online. Parents, really, this can be a helpful tool if you're having a hard time deciding how to talk about this with kids. So, even parents have a hard time and struggle sometimes when posting online. So what do you say to teens to help them? Well, thinking about it, teens have a harder time because of their impulsive nature. They don't really have the ability to use discretion. They have a hard time thinking through the consequences a lot of times when they are getting ready to post. They just kind of think, oh, this is funny, or I'm just going to say this in the moment. But what I want to talk about today is how to help filter, and I don't mean like a filter that you use on Instagram or Snapchat, but filter through some of these questions that you can ask yourself before posting online. So parents, here's some ways that we can talk with our kids before they post. Number one, I would ask, how am I feeling right now? Before making a comment online, ask yourself how you're feeling in the moment. A lot of times if we're anxious, if we're angry, if we're worried, if we're mad, we end up saying things that we don't mean. And if you're experiencing any of those feelings in the moment, it may be best to wait before posting. Number two, ask yourself, is this information I'm okay with everybody knowing? When people follow you on social media, you're allowing them access to your personal information through video, through photo, through what you write. So always keep in mind that what you post may be seen by people that you probably didn't intend on seeing it. But once it's out there, it's out there. So ask yourself, is this something I'm okay with everybody knowing? And then number three, ask yourself, is this cyberbullying? Is what you're posting helpful or hurtful to you or to other people? And then also think, what would an adult say if they saw what you were posting? If it's something that you feel they would think is inappropriate, probably better not to post. Number four, I would ask, is this something I might regret in the future? Something to keep in mind when posting is that these texts and photos, they can follow you and they last forever. So even if you attempt to delete it, sometimes once it's out there, it stays there, or maybe somebody screenshots it. So it's always going to be part of the internet, or maybe part of somebody's screenshots in their phone. So post in a way that maybe 10 years down the road you would feel comfortable. If it's going to be damaging to you and your reputation now, most likely it will be damaging in the future. So think about how you want to be seen later in adulthood, and think about that before posting. And then number five, the last question I would filter through and ask yourself is this the best way to communicate? Sometimes people use social media to express their feelings or to attack other people, and even to deal with conflict. And this is harmful and ineffective a lot of times, especially because you can't really read through tone on text. So ask yourself if this is a situation that would be better handled, maybe talking in a more personal way, maybe face to face, maybe on the phone so you can hear tone. So all of those questions right there, I hope, can be a guideline for parents and teens just to talk about how to decide what's appropriate to post online. Because we know that social media has a huge effect on our mental health, and we want to put our best selves forward always in our decision making. So I hope that this has been helpful for you today on this Wellness Wednesday. Thanks so much for having me.